And we are here with the big trio now. So Dennis is back. Hey Dennis, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you going?
Hope you are good. Everyone missed you in the chat.
I missed the chat too.
And I know that Stefan has been on many Crisis streams, but I don't think he has been on a Hunt one before. He's an associate producer for Hunt. So hey Stefan, how are you doing today?
Hello, yeah, I'm fine. So it's really great now to connect with the Hunt community. So thank you.
Yeah, awesome to have you on. And to start with, we will be talking about some technical features, and it's gonna be Stefan of guiding us through of three bigger one of these. So let's just dive into these. Starting with the server stability improvements that we've added in 1.9.
Correct. So first, I want to mention. So we are listening to the feedback, and we are aware of the server issues we are facing at the moment. So we're really totally aware of this, but you also need to understand what issues we are facing at the moment, and that's the reason for this first slide we want to go through it, please. Yeah. So the first one is that we're challenging the challenges with a globally open game. As you know, from the beginning, we had an open game. That means someone from Australia can connect to the server in US. Everything is possible. If you have a ping of 100,000, for example, in theory, right, you can play wherever you want with all the friends you have, or just alone. And that is, of course, also very challenging for us now because we're getting a higher player base. We're facing now over 30,000 players, sometimes at the same time, and that means we need to make some little restrictions in this regards. I'll tell you later why, but it's fair, and you will understand what we are changing at the end. Okay, the second point is because of a lot of data going through one channel. That means everyone is connecting to one server. Maybe the latency is very high at the end from the player, and then he's also downloading, uploading data through that one channel. That means there will be coming delays. And now imagine with 30,000 people connecting to one channel, and it's stacking to each other. And at the end, some people experience some lags maybe on the server, and that is also one of the reasons. Yep, globally high traffic. It's known that many people are now home office, for example. The globally high traffic is much higher compared to 2 years ago. And we cannot break any physics, right? That means if someone's connecting from one continent to the other one, the latency is high. That we do not own an own pipeline of internet. Yes, Benz?
Yeah, sorry, just to interrupt you for a second. Any chance you could turn your own volume up, because I actually maxed you out, but I think you are audible, but it maybe could be a bit louder for people.
Maximum, Stefan.
Yeah, you are 200% on my Discord now, so the more the better, you know. Some people say it's fine.
9,000 here.
Over 9,000. That's exactly the Hunt settings. So.
Okay, is it better now?
I think so. I'll monitor the check. Thank you. Yeah, sounds good.
Yep. So, and because of all the reasons I have mentioned, of course, also our backend is overloaded. So it's a domino effect of all these things I have mentioned now in this presentation. And we have also made improvements, which I will also come in later on this point. And on the last point, Benz, please, we also have faced some malicious attacks, sadly. But it was also one of the reasons we need to take care in the past few months. And these are the issues we're facing at the moment. But good news is we have solutions in place, and you will know them very quickly in that stream here. Yep. So the goals are, of course, improving overall server stability. I know it's very easy just to mention over improving server performance, but we have made a lot of work in this regards. And we really look with the team, with the full network team, also in the backend team together, with the performance team together, in all the areas which areas we could improve into the game. Also in a lot of work with the QA together to profile everything. So with 1.9, you will see a lot of good improvements regarding these 2 points.
Yeah, just to mention here, since obviously we already talked about server-related issues in the last updates, we have already implemented some of these, and we are adding more to this update, and obviously in the future as well. But it's an ongoing process, and some things take a longer time. So please bear with us. We are working on this as a very high priority with big part of the team. So the improvements are coming, and Stefan also said this update also has some good improvements for you in store. And yeah, let's take a look at those.
So we have seen that multiple dedicated server crashes appeared in the past. We have fixed many of them, really many of them. So I hope you should not face them anymore in the game, of course. Then on the second point, please, Vance. Yeah, improvements made when dedicated server loses connection to server gateway. So that was also one of the reasons which I mentioned before with the domino effect, that if you have a big delay between server and you're just getting a connection timeout, for example, and you're kicked out of the game. So we made a lot of improvements, and also we increased the tolerance, which you can see in the last point here now, that so the connection between you and the server could take longer a little bit, so you're still connected to the server.
Exactly. So you will disconnect less, basically. If you experience like many disconnects in the past, it should be there are more tolerance on a server, so you won't get disconnected that easily anymore.
Correct. But as I mentioned, yes, with the next points, I will tell you how we will fight against it a little bit to improve also your experience of the hunt game. Yes, so we have now a new system in place for scalability. That means also if we're getting some capacity issues at peaks, that we have this system in place now, which can just intercept all the capacity issues. And we hope then with the next new peaks, we should not run into any issues anymore. It doesn't matter how much players will play hunt, it should hopefully be then safe, and we should not see any server downside then.
Yeah, some of people, just to make them understand what it means, when you had the message that servers are currently occupied and searching for servers, that issue should be very quickly solved now because we can scale up the servers very quickly. And actually, in 1.8.1, we created a test run of it in the Asia region. But now with 1.9, it is coming to US as well as Europe.
Correct. So Asia was our, let's say, test pilot, but now with 1.9 we have also added for US and Europe, and then we should be fine with that.